my head, no hesitating. When you're just so tired of trying, all alone you feel like hiding. Together we'll keep fighting. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feel this, we'll take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Can you see the sun is shining like a new hope? Feel it rising, coming over the horizon. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feel this, we'll take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. There's no stopping.
Good evening. We're live. It's Saturday, April 6th, and I'm Chris Garguilo. This is my weekly podcast, Real Estate with Mr. G, and we discuss current trends within the real estate market. We'll talk about mortgages and my weekly podcast. And I work for a company, or I'm an agent of Realty Connect, where we could find your property anywhere within the United States of America. Okay, so you could contact me. We could talk, we could chat, but the actual showing of a property will be with another agent, or a listing of a property will be with another agent. I could still consult with you, but they will do the actual showing and listing. The benefits of this is that you're getting an extra agent with 30 plus years experience, an MBA, a licensed real estate instructor. And when you enter your information into my website, and actually I need to put it down here. Wait, set it up down here. You could go to RealEstatewithMrG.us, and when you enter your information, you will be presented with 3 top agents in that locale, and they'll send you out information, and then you choose which one is the best fit. And I think that's a really good thing. That works very, very well. There's no additional charge for this. You're not sending me a consultation fee. I get paid at closing, all right? And there's no extra points added in. You know, if the brokerage agreement was 3%, I'm not throwing in another point for myself. No, I just get paid at the closing. So with that in mind, this is a video that I made when I first made the switch to Realty Connect, and it's all homemade. It's no AI. It's just what Mr. G did. Okay, and that shows that we could help you in all 50 states. Um, and from Brooklyn, New York to the mountains, to Utah, to North Dakota, and so forth. Okay, all right. And I also wanted to. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I think Ramadan is still going on, and I hope you had a wonderful Passover. I wasn't on last week just because I was so busy with family, and our oldest daughter came down with the children, and we're just very, very busy. So I took a Saturday off. Okay, all right. Let's look at our topic question for today, what we're going to discuss. Let's get that up here.
Good day, Mr. G, and thanks for allowing me on your world-famous video podcast. I wish to purchase a new home this spring, but the amount of housing inventory is still limited. Can you give me your expert advice on new construction? I mean, is it something I should consider? Any feedback would be most appreciated. I and my family, including my ex-husband, watch your highly informative videos on a weekly basis. Keep it going. Thanks again.
All right, thank you very much, Nicole from Hawaii. And that is our topic question today. We're going to discuss um, the advantages of going with newly built homes. Now, um, since we are getting out of the pandemic, and hopefully it's past tense, it's finished, more homes are going on the market, okay, than they were about a year ago. So it's changing, but it's still not the amount that we need. Okay, it's growing up steadily, but and I'm talking about resale homes. So these are homes that people who are already purchased, they're owners, and they want to sell. So it's picking up, but still not the inventory to meet the demand of buyers. So in the meantime, new construction has been pretty strong, and newly built homes, have been hitting the market. So let's get this other uh, information up on the screen. Okay. And newly built homes could be a game changer this spring. So you think about buying, and you're probably navigating today's affordability challenges and dealing with the limited number of homes for sale. But what if there was a solution that could help with both? All right. So it's if you're having a hard time finding a home you love, and mortgage rates are putting pressure on your budget, it may be time to look at newly built homes. And here's why. And just to define the difference, when you're looking for a home, you can choose between existing homes, those already built and previously owned. It's also known as resale homes, and newly constructed ones. While there are more of existing homes going to the market, there still are fewer available than there were in the typical years of the housing market, like back in 2018 or 2019. So if you want to expand your options on which homes to look at, the shortage of existing homes, and let me highlight this here as well, for sale, has opened up the possibility of new home construction to more buyers who may not have once considered it. And the good news, there are more newly built homes to pick from right now. So the graph I'm going to show you right now, or the graph, uses data from the census to show how new home construction is ramping up into two key areas. See the most recent spike in green. Okay, so let me just get rid of my caption here. Okay, so we see in 2017, 18, 19, and 2020, we see a good amount of homes on the market, and then when the pandemic hits, it goes down. All right. And also this up build or this increase in inventory is happening probably in the latter part of 2023, and then 2024 is growing. So this is positive, but a portion of that, the starts or homes where builders just broke ground, have seen a big increase lately, and completions, homes that builders just finished, are also up significantly. So if you want a new home and a new home that's move-in ready, or you want to get in early and customize your build along the way, you have more options right now. Okay, so even within the new construction area, you have two options. You could go where there's still, they just broke ground, or they even if they have the structure up, you could sit down with a sales agent, and then that's when you have the greatest options. You could pick your own floors, whether you want hardwood floors, whether you want carpeting, the type of cabinets you want, the type of tile, and so forth. And you have a lot more options, and that's good. And builders are offering incentives to help with affordability. So the sweeter part, builders are offering things like mortgage rate buy downs and other perks for home buyers right now. So what they're giving you money to buy down the rate. The biggest block that we have now for new buyers is the interest rates going up, and along with the high price of homes. But perhaps if you're able to buy down that rate, you could then afford that property. So this is a very positive thing that the new construction people are doing. Other things they might throw in, maybe, the Sarite, hardwood floors are more expensive than carpeting, but if you want that, we'll give it to you for the same price. There could be a myriad of things that the builder can offer to you, perhaps at a discounted price, and so forth. All right. The biggest thing, if you could get that mortgage rate down, that would be really, really nice. So builders aren't rate locked in. They would love to sell you the home because they're not living in it. It costs money not to sell the home. And many of the public home builders have said in their earnings calls that they are not going to be pulling back on incentives, especially the mortgage rate buy down. That's great news. So that will help help the new home market continue to perform well in the spring home buying season. And this article from Housing Wire trolls in the use of sales incentives will show some momentum as 60% of respondents reported using them, up from 58% in February. And then it's important to work with a local real estate agent. Again, for the buyer, there's no cost to you. So if you go in and you just meet with the developer, it's good to have representation, and go with the agent. They will be your go-to resource for advice on construction quality and build a reputation, reviewing and negotiating contracts to get you the best deal, helping you decide on which customizations and upgrades are most worthwhile, and a whole lot more. Okay. Especially with the contracts, like if it's a home that is not ready to be moved in. I mean, they still have to, complete the construction of the home. Those contracts get a little tricky. It's good to work with someone who knows those contracts. And that's where actually, too, about a year ago, when the mortgage rates really went up highly in a short period of time, people who went into contract for a home that was being built, by the time they were ready to get out their mortgage to purchase it, the mortgage rates went up, and they were no longer eligible for that home at that price. So it's a tricky situation. It's best to work with a real estate agent. And again, with my company that I work for, or I am an independent agent, they are working with the top 5% in that area. So these are experienced people that will help you along the way. And again, you could always consult with me. All right. So with that in mind, I think first I'm going to show you let's see, a little chart that I put together that sort of summarizes what we just discussed. And so the spring surge in new homes, by having that construction, you have increased inventory. More new homes can alleviate the tight housing inventory. The new homes, of course, will have modern features. New homes often include energy-efficient designs and smart home technology. Now, this chart added, by the way, I had AI created this. New construction typically demands higher prices compared to older homes. Sometimes it does, not all the times. But what's helping in this situation, when we look down at the floor, attracts buyers. The allure of new homes with the latest amenities can attract more buyers. Also, builders may offer incentives like mortgage rate buy downs to sell their inventory. So that higher price issue might be resolved with a mortgage rate buy down. Okay. So with that, let's look at this nifty little video I put together. That's okay. Alrighty then. So hopefully that video summarizes what we talked about tonight. The biggest thing is the affordability, in the sense that the builders will offer you concessions like that mortgage rate buy down, and that could help. And I mean, the beauty about it is that you're moving into a brand new home that no one's lived there before. The appliances are new, the cabinets are new, the floors are new. So that's a really nice thing. Even though just a little piece of advice, even though the company will offer warranties on everything, it's still a good idea to have a home inspection. I'm just going to throw, if it's going to cost you $350 or whatever, it's worth the money to give you peace of mind that everything went well. All right. Okay, and again, remember on my blog site, we have the newest edition of Things to Consider When Buying a Home. All right, this is the Spring 2024 edition. These are revised every 4 months or every 3 months. They're quarterly. So it's really current, updated information. And we have it also for the sellers. All right. Things to consider when selling your house. And you could download it on my blog site for free. And where do you get these wonderful things? You look right down here, and am I doing this right? Because it's reversed. Okay. RealEstatewithMrG.blog/resource-materials. And you could download those for free. Okay? All righty then. Let's get this out of my face. All right. Now, I'm hearing from my producer that we have a call coming in, a very famous person.
Great news, Mr. G. We have a call from one of your fans. He lives in a pineapple under the sea in a town called Bikini Bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, SpongeBob Squarepants.
Hey, Mr. G. Thanks for allowing me on your video podcast. Everybody here in Bikini Bottom watches it.
Thank you so much, SpongeBob.
Your video
Thank you.
podcasts have helped my good friend purchase a home.
Yippee! Thanks, Mr. G. I'm a proud owner of a new underwaterfront property.
Well, that was nice. I'm glad they called in. I'm glad SpongeBob and Patrick are very happy and listening to the podcast. And if I had help in some way, I really appreciate that. I know we have agents that are under the sea, but I'm glad my video podcast have helped them. So thank you very much. Enjoy your week. We have a solar eclipse coming up. Don't look directly into the sun. But it's supposed to be a nice week so far. It's warming up in Hampton Roads. So be well, be good, take care of each other, be nice to each other. And remember, the greatest power we have is to love, and the greatest gift, each other. Thank you very much, and see you next week.